Victoria has been romantically linked to many men that included Frank Sinatra, Anthony Perkins, Lance Rankstill, Desi Arnaz Jr., Mark Sanganor, and Charles Schmidt. She still claims to have had fewer serious relationships than most. Only 3 ever led to marriage. Christopher Skinner. Victoria met Christopher in 1978 when he came on Dallas to play a bit part. It allegedly only took 3 dates for them to decide they wanted to be together forever. The marriage didn't last, though. They filed for divorce in 1980, and it was finalized in 81. Victoria's 75-hour-a-week schedule was too much for Christopher. She admitted, quote, "We married just before the incredible upsurge in Dallas's popularity. It was good for the first year and more, but he finally realized he wanted a more traditional marriage with a lady more available at home." There were also claims that Christopher was unfaithful. Andy Gibb. Victoria had a relationship with songwriter Andy Gibb, the youngest member of the Bee Gees. He had always had a crush on her and admitted,
People magazine asked me what my favorite shows were on TV, and I said Dallas only because of Victoria Principal.
They met in person in 1981 when they were both guests on The John Davidson Show. Andy gushed about her on air, and the two had an immediate connection. He got her number and they began dating. The low-key nature eventually became public. They celebrated their love on a duet of All I Have to Do Is Dream, which was Andy's last single and the only one Victoria ever put out. The relationship ended in March of 1982 as Andy's drug problems got worse and worse. She said, quote, "Our breakup was preceded and precipitated by Andy's use of drugs. I did everything I could to help him, but then I told him he would have to choose between me and his problem." The press hounded her after the breakup, suggesting that Andy was pushed into addiction by a broken heart. He admitted,
But when we did split up, it didn't seem... What hurt me was that she didn't seem to go through any pain at all. And I felt a bit strange being the man feeling the pain and the weakness. And it really was hell for me.
Victoria made it clear she understood his pain but didn't cause his addiction. She also said he would always be dear to her. Andy Gibb died March 10, 1988. Henry Glassman. Henry was a prominent plastic surgeon throughout Beverly Hills. He and Victoria met in 1983. They were both going through divorces at the time. She was dealing with an emotional split from Andy. He was arguing over property with his ex-wife Jane. The divorces were eventually finalized and Victoria was deeply in love with Harry. She also loved his children from his previous marriage. Victoria and Harry were married June 22, 1985. They didn't have children of their own together. Rumors flew that Victoria didn't want to have children because she didn't want pregnancy to affect her body. She debunked the rumors and said she was struggling with infertility. They lived together in harmony in Beverly Hills until May of 2006. She filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. Harry and Victoria had been in the news due to domestic violence claims shortly before their divorce. Henry was arrested in 2002 and charged with inflicting corporal injury, but released on bail. Victoria split more than $50 million of her assets with her ex. Claims arose that she only did so because he had dirt on her, a large amount of cosmetic surgery he'd performed on her. Making that public would ruin her image of maintaining her beauty through natural methods. Victoria insists these rumors are unfounded.